Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back in Sheffield. This is a different setting from when I was filming in Hong Kong. I have settled and adjusted to the time zone very well. So right now I'm fully adapted to my UK university student life. University starts next week. I felt that I should do a last minute Q&A just to answer some final burning question that you have about university. I hope that I will help to mitigate your doubts and question before you actually start university. So without further ado, let's get started with this video. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me any questions you have, and I have a lot of responses. So thank you for everyone who gave me a response. I will keep this anonymous because I just thought it's more ethical, because some people might not want their Instagram username to be exposed. Also, I wouldn't answer every single one of your questions. So if your question didn't get answered, it's nothing personal, because I did get a lot of entry. I don't think I have time to answer every single question, but I picked out the most useful ones, the most general one that I think could help the most people to answer. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, this is my Instagram handle, and just follow me there. I have a lot of live updates on there about my university, about my personal life, everything. I post on Instagram more frequently than YouTube, obviously, but do contact me there if you have any question or anything. And yeah, if there's any question that you have that I didn't answer, you can just DM me on Instagram. I basically answer most of my DMs. If you don't come out as creepy, I definitely will answer. First question is little weird things you need for uni dorm that you'll probably forget. I have actually coincidentally made a video 3 weeks ago about things that you might forget to pack for university, which are my personal university essential. So please do check out that video if you haven't watched that yet, because I feel like that video basically is tailored to answer your question. There are also some things that I didn't really mention in that video that I kind of thought of when I was reading your question, which is bring door stops, because I think it's really good to keep your door propped open when you first move into your flat, so it makes you look more welcoming. And also when you move in, when you bring out luggage, you want to keep your door open so it can be easier for you to move in and move out, to bring your luggages in, your bags in, stuff like that. So it's just easier. You don't need someone to hold the door for you. Doorstop is a good shout for both moving in and for just looking more welcoming to your flatmate. The second thing I thought that could be useful is adapters. This is specifically for international student, which also links to another question I got, which is what are things we should get when traveling to the UK as an international student. Adapter is a definite must. If you are from a different country that doesn't use the same socket as the UK, then bring adapter, because electricity is vital. You need it for your gadgets and everything, and you can't really charge without adapter. My phone always run out of battery when I hop off the plane, when I'm commuting and all that, because I use Google Maps and that takes a lot of battery, and the last thing I want to do is not being able to charge my phone when I get back to my dorm. Bring an adapter with you. It just makes your life so much more easier. And the last thing I want to mention is clubbing shoe. That is something that I completely forgot, because I've never been clubbing before university. I didn't know how dirty it is. I didn't know that I might get alcohol spilled on my shoes, because people get drunk, get tipsy, people get clumsy. Bring a pair of old shoes that you don't mind getting dirty. My suggestion is probably bring a trainer, a pair of like white trainers or black trainers, something that's comfy to walk around, because you'll be standing up a lot when you're clubbing, because you'll be dancing the whole night for a few hours. You're just gonna be standing up. You don't really sit down when you club. So wear something comfy and wear something that you don't mind getting dirty. I personally did not bring a pair of bad looking shoes to university, since I really care about how I dress and fashion and all that. So I didn't think it's a need for me to bring old trainers to university. So every shoes I brought is really expensive and brand new, which is stupid. I actually wore my Gucci trainers to clubbing on my first night out, which is so stupid. After that, my Gucci trainer is fully wrecked. It's like stained with black things all around it, and it's not wearable anymore. So don't make that same mistake as me. Buy a really affordable trainer, or just bring an old pair of trainer. After that night, I just went to Primark to buy an £8 trainer, and that is my clubbing shoes now. These are my clubbing shoes. When I say like old dirty trainer, I mean this state. Look at how grim and black. These are all from clubbing. I never clean it because it will get dirty when I go clubbing next. So yeah, just bring something like this. It will definitely be useful. Thank me later. Tips with dealing with homesickness / loneliness. This is something that's really relatable, because being an international student, adapting is a bit harder than just being a local British student, since you don't only need to adapt to the new environment of university, you also need to adapt to the new environment of the country as a whole. It's a different culture, we eat different food, people here have different habits. You just really need to tackle a lot of changes. My best advice is honestly just to keep yourself super busy. Don't give yourself time to think about home or just think about how lonely you are. Keep yourself busy. Find friends that you can really trust and treat like family. Build a sense of belonging in your university. By that I mean find something quirky, different about your university area that you can't find at home, that makes you love university so much. For me, if you didn't know, I have a boyfriend in here, which really helps me to adapt to homesickness, because he's kind of my other half and he's just my rock, and I love him so much. And one thing I look forward to the most in the UK is seeing my boyfriend. Second is obviously the greenery. The parks in Sheffield is just impeccable. The parks are also amazing. It's just really juxtaposes with the city landscape, skyscrapers in Hong Kong, which I find so unique, and I just love Sheffield so much for its parks and how tranquil it is to an extent. Like, it's not like a town, it's still a city, but it's a really tranquil city. I just wanted to take a breather from a really bustling, overwhelming, like modern metropolis city like Hong Kong. Sheffield is just an amazing place for me to study. I just love this place so much because of the quirks I find in Sheffield that I can never find in Hong Kong. Just allow yourself to indulge in your university city and enjoy the moments in it, because there's no point of being homesick. Being homesick wouldn't make you less homesick, wouldn't bring your family here with you. Instead of being homesick, try to shift your mind to a more positive mindset. Obviously, I know it's easier to be said than done because you probably might have jet lag and all that as well, but it's normal being homesick. I've been there. So I just want to let you know, if you're homesick, you're not alone, and time really heals. The more you get to explore your university, the more sense of belonging you may be able to find, the more memories you create, and the less you miss home. And obviously you will get back home sometime, some point at university. So before you go back home, enjoy your time at university and connect with your family again when you actually get to go back home. Oh my god, I am answering these questions so detailedly. I'm gonna just kind of shorten my answers for now because I literally talk for so much. What happens if you don't do well in an exam? Can you retake it? Obviously, I'm speaking on behalf of the University of Sheffield, but this can be relevant to most universities in the world since we have really similar educational system. Obviously, check with your university yourself. For University of Sheffield, yes, there are retakes and you can retake it one more time after you failed that first time. And if after your retake you still fail, then you have to do your year again. There are second chances in life, don't worry, you can retake an exam. Can I join societies if I am still not in the UK? Yes, you can, obviously you can, and I think right now it's an advantage to join society virtually since due to COVID, everything is online. Our activities fair, our sports fair, they're all online. It's just so much easier for people to reach society members overseas, because even if you're in the UK, you can't really see them face to face. So being away from university doesn't put you in a disadvantage in any way. Yes, you can join societies, attend the virtual activities fair, sports fair, or maybe find a society you're interested on their social media, Instagram, Facebook, and send them a direct message, because they do get back pretty quickly and it's a good way for them to answer your specific questions that you may have. Are your lecturers all very approachable? Yes, one thing about being a university student is that the hierarchy between a teacher and a student kind of like diminishes and just decrease. You call your teacher by their first name. They just feel way more approachable. Most of my lecturers, they have office hours where I can book an appointment and just have a chat with them one-to-one to talk about my progress, and if I have any burning question, I can use that half an hour to 45 minutes to ask them and just help myself to improve academically. Right now, obviously COVID, so most of the office hour in this first semester would be through Skype, which doesn't act as a roadblock at all because face-to-face doesn't make it any better. You still have a nice conversation with your lecturer. They're honestly really friendly people. Some might seem a bit strict and scary to approach, but don't ever be shy to approach, because ultimately it's their job to help you to progress academically, and they want you to achieve well in your grades. One way to do that is to really communicate with your professor if you don't really understand anything, and if you feel like there's something you struggle with, honestly, they are more than happy to help. Next question is it hard to find some part-time jobs? Right now, being brutally honest, yes, it is quite competitive because of COVID-19. A lot of people got unemployed because of this virus, and it's just quite competitive for us now to find part-time jobs, since less people are needed, there's less human interaction needed. I still work for the university as a student ambassador during intro week and freshers week, but I take way less shift. This time last year, I literally worked every single day of the week, but now I only work like twice a week max, because we only need 2 ambassadors a day, since the university is trying to minimize human interaction as much as possible. So normally last year we have like literally 6 ambassadors a day on a shift, and now literally it decreased to only 2. Me personally, I earn less because I work less and there's less opportunity for me to work. So I think right now, yes, if you are interested in working for the university or finding any part-time job in Sheffield, I do recommend the website Careers Connect, or go to job shop at the Students' Union, where there's professional people that could give you advice on what position you should apply for and how to apply. Can you make friends if you're very shy? Yes. Everyone is shy to some extent. I'm not sure what you mean by very shy, but when I was in my first year of university, I do classify myself as very shy. Since I am not from the UK, I don't look like anyone here. I just feel really intimidated, and I didn't really know how to fit in properly. As time go by, I found my way and I settled into this university really well. I found a bunch of close friends, and that really boosted up my confidence. I joined society. I think the best way to find friends is via society, because that basically leads you to the people that has the same interest as you. So for example, if you have a strong interest in Pokemon, go join Pokemon Society, and you can talk to the people there for hours and hours, since those people that are in the society reflects the same interest as you, and there's just so much conversational topics to talk about. That's why I always encourage people to join society if you're stuck in trying to find friends. Also, talk to your flatmates, be open, prop your door open, and just be as friendly as possible, since those are the people that you will see 24/7. Try to make good impression with them. For me personally, I made the closest friends through my accommodation when I was a fresher. So yeah, either your flatmates or use society to make friends. I think those are the best 2 ways to make friends at university. Thank you so much for all the questions. I'm actually overwhelmed with the responses, but this will be the last question I will answer, since I have been talking a lot and I feel like I'm blabbering a lot. If you do have any other question that I didn't answer, as I said in the beginning, don't be shy, just DM me on Instagram. I won't bite, I won't judge. Any question is good question, no matter how big or small. Okay, last question. Maybe something about COVID arrangement, not that uni has any actual plans. Okay, I just want to say our university's coronavirus arrangement is basically virtual. Everything is virtual. That is the biggest change of my university life. No more clubbing, no more drinking with people more than groups of 6, no freshers fair, no activities fair, no sports fair in person. It's not actually held in the octagon at the Students' Union, but it's held through your laptop screen. I play rugby myself, and I went to one of their training sessions, and during that training session I cannot touch anyone. There's no tackling involved, there's no contact. We literally just was passing the ball around, and every time we finish a drill we have to sanitize our hands and sanitize the balls. We have to be in a group of 6. The university has supposed to give us free masks. Each student are supposed to have 2 free masks, but I don't know how they're gonna give it to us because I haven't received mine yet, but they've been advertising that a lot, so I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I don't know when they're gonna deliver it. Also, libraries are only open until 4 in the afternoon. Those kind of thing. They did change a lot because of coronavirus. I don't know how effective it will be. Honestly, nothing is more effective than just washing your hands all the time, put your face mask on, keep your social distancing, just do your own part, and that will really help a lot, because university can only do so much. Even if they set out all the rules, it's up to you if you want to follow or not. So everyone just do their own part, be safe, be considerate, don't be stupid and not wear a mask and not sanitize your hands and share your cutlery with other people and like kiss people. I don't know, just like be cautious. Okay, that's it from me today for my last minute Q&A before going to university. I hope you have been enjoying university so far, and I hope the moving in was very smooth. Yeah, best of luck for the rest of the year, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.